Hey everybody, Felix Stoffel Baker here. I got this t-shirt in Bitcoin Conference Miami 2021 from the Celsius company, and it says, "Unbank yourself." And guess what? That's what most of their clients did. They thought that they were safe, that they were betting with a company that had their best interest. They thought that their money was safe. They handed their money over to somebody else and then was expecting them to give them more than they lended out to them. I mean, that's literally the definition of a scam. Like, give me all your money and then I'll just give you more back. That's my business model. Has that ever made sense to anybody? Something like the Rex in the EOS ecosystem, where part of the block producing rewards go into a pool and the transaction fees go into a pool, makes a lot more sense. You know, something more akin to like Bitcoin mining, how the Bitcoin is issued, makes a lot more sense than give me all your money and then I'll give you more money than you gave me back. So there's a lot of people like super hurting, people that basically put all the money they had into Celsius thinking that they would get a yield, thinking that they could lend out their Bitcoin and that they wouldn't over leverage, which they did, and then got margin called, had to shut the whole site down. And a lot of people are like, oh, well, I'm fine because I had it on Celsius network, but I only had it in the custody wallet. I didn't have it in the lending service part of that. And it's like, no, like once you hand that money over, like you handed it over. Now if they ended up giving some of that back or all of it back, whatever, you know, you'd have to deal with that if that's how you chose to handle your money. But there's a lot of people who, you know, didn't understand what they were doing. And like, I just think like slogans like these are like not, like this is one of those ones where people should have been like, yeah, no, because it's so obvious. I mean, it's been around since 2017, so people just thought that it was cool. But I don't know, unbank yourself, unbank your future. And then all these people are like commenting like, you unbanked me, like now I'm totally unbanked, now I have zero money, I'm starting from zero. And they're like starting from zero as we're entering into like a hardcore depression that will emerge on the other side, like in a full digital grid that, you know, maybe EOS and Bitcoin survive, and that might be around it. But people aren't taking the Celsius network situation very serious, and man, it's got to be like a Mt. Gox 2.0 where just an entire new class of people were cut out of investing who were set to be the new class. They just keep getting wiped out, and they were just one wrong step, and now, you know, their entire lives are over in some cases. At least they were saying on Twitter. So just wanted to put that out there. Unbanking your own future, like, doesn't necessarily mean, you know, a good thing. Unbank yourself, like, doesn't necessarily mean that you like go through with the same amount of stuff that you had. It means that, you know, you might have to start from zero, like due to critical error. Like, never use a lending service, never lend out any of your crypto. Always keep all of it in your possession where you have the private key. And, you know, if you have to like move some around, you can do so then, but man, you just run like a serious risk every time you do reckless stuff like that. So just want to put that out there. Stoffel Baker out.